Hey, good morning, my friends. I hope y'all are having a lovely morning. The sun just came out here in good old Middle Tennessee, and we are fishing the 2.5 inch Padtue. This is a really cool bait. It's a Kumi Professional Select. I don't know who that is, but he or she, it's really hard to tell from the picture, is probably a pretty awesome angler to be featured on a bait that looks this cool. This is like a little tube, which I didn't even know. I thought it was a solid piece of plastic when I ordered it. I'll show y'all right here. It is a little tube, if I can actually get it. And I'll show you exactly how I rigged it, what hooks I found worked well with it, but I think it's absolutely gonna slay, and this is probably one of the coolest colors. I got two different colors of it, probably two actually of the coolest colors I've ever thrown before. So we're gonna see what this can't catch, this little tube, and I do have a 1/8 ounce weight in there. So let's chuck this around, try to get some fish on. It is a beautiful morning out here, just enjoying myself. Yesterday was scorching, man. I went out, I took a big old L. I caught a couple panfish, that was about it. And today things are looking a bit more lively in my area. Walked up on a gentleman kayak fishing, said the smaller bass are starting to bite again. So we'll see what type of damage we can do with this bait. It looks like a fantastic multi-species bait. So anyhow, I'm gonna get at it, my friends, and if you stick with me to the end after we do a little bit of fishing, we'll kind of break down the bait and talk about exactly what I thought about it, where you can get it, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks, my friends. Let's get some fish on. My goodness, it is beautiful this morning. I have been looking forward to weather like this. A crisp morning air, my friends. Yikes. Let's get this in the water. Man, it's nice. Can't catch anything. Just don't need shades just yet. All right, guys, there we go. That's nice. That's nice. Haven't got one of you guys in a while. That's a great sign. Boy, you are warm too. Oops. Sorry. Okay. You know what, guys? I got them real weird. I think we can keep on picking these guys off today, I'm hoping. These hooks I'm using are little razors, so I'm gonna grab some pliers right quick. There we go, guys. This is refreshing. A little juvenile largemouth. Very pretty one too. Saw it busting some bait around here. Chuck this in and we pulled them off, so that's a really great sign. All right, my friends, first fish today, and a refreshing one at that. Just a nice, beautiful little largemouth. We'll get her back in. I just wanted to show her off real quick, and we'll keep going at it, get some more on. This bait is really cool. I really like it. I like the color and how it shows up in the water, but get her in. All right, sweetheart. All right, guys, we got our nice first fish on. I'm gonna get to moving. Been here about 20 minutes, no bites since. So had a little brim picking at it, but we're not really targeting those today. So let's keep on keeping on and go find some more. I'll hop spots real quick. Probably hop around a lot this morning, just trying to find something that'll bite. I see a few of them cruising around. We'll try to locate them and get them on our cool new bait. Got one, guys. All right. From the snag to the crappie, that's what I'm talking about. Love when it works out that way. That's a good looking crappie too, my friends. That's kind of what I figured we'd be catching more so of. Snagged up, trying to unsnag, and she came along and took our bait, and beautiful one at that. We'll get her back in and keep going at it. Turning out to be a really nice day. And this is the color we're using right now. It's called Zarimiso Blue. I think it's one of the coolest colors I've ever seen. It's got that kind of like salmony underbelly and an almost bright holographic looking blue top to it. It really shows up well in the stained water. There's a nice boil right over there. There might be some crappie. Oh, yeah. There we go, guys. Nice skipjack, aggressively hitting it. Not necessarily what we're talking, but take it. Alright, guys, so the way I found is an effective way to fish this is kind of letting it sink, popping it up, and then just giving it subtle pops and tugging it along the bottom. Kind of drawing more so attention to the bait, letting those appendages flap without letting it actually hit the bottom where I am likely to snag due to that exposed hook. This seems to be working pretty well, just kind of gently swimming it through the water. That's how we've gotten our last 2 strikes. Oh, big strike right there. Missed that fish. We're in the right spot though. Oh, there, oh my gosh. We just lost 2. Got him. Yeah, this is working out quite well. That's a pretty one. Big fan of this bait so far. It's kind of like a little craw. Oh, pretty crappie, guys. Pretty crappie. Might be end up being a pretty stellar crappie bait, I think. Intended on catching bass with it, but seeing as they are really dormant still, this is working just fine. That it's like the perfect size for a crappie to grab onto. Man, these colors are awesome as well. Hey, what's up, my friends? Good morning again. It is early. Well, kind of early. I don't know, it's about 7. I stayed up late editing this video though. I waited till my son went to sleep and then did some work. Anyhow, we got Mars in the house. What's up, Marsy Mars? How are you doing, my man? Getting ready to do some fishing today. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe some pan fishing. They've been on another level in rare form, just hitting everything. I swooped up a little baby warmouth about this big on a 3-inch paddle tail, and then I was catching other sunfish on that 3-inch paddle tail. It was wild. We got some cool ones by us. Anyhow, let's get to the bait. So, the Padtue. Let me make sure I get this right. So the brand is Norries, and I'll put this all in my description. I got these off Tackle Warehouse, right? I just saw them. I was filling up a cart full of a ton of soft plastics. It's deadly for me to get in that soft plastic section. Excuse me, I'll tell you what. I got a dry throat right now. So Norries makes them. That's the 2.5-inch Padtue. And the colors I was using today was Zarimiso Blue for the win. And I don't know if I caught any on this one or if I showed that. I did catch a tiny little baby smallmouth. I didn't feature him in the video. I think it was off this one. This one is Cover Doon, and it is another really beautiful color. So these are scented. It's a real subtle scent. I'm actually about to go shoot a video one of these days when I can stomach it. I was sick, when I was sick like last week or whatever, I was about to use them. I got these really, really neat tubes. They look great, like they're gonna get me hit, but they're scented. This is the most potent scent I've ever smelled in my life. Like it was literally, I put it within, somehow one of the packages was open. I didn't even open them. It got delivered like with a little crack in it or something. Reeked up the whole box. Immediately I brought the box and didn't even open it. The whole room smelled like garlic. And bad garlic, like not the good garlic bread, you know, like I like garlic, not good garlic. And yeah, I got it in 3 hefty bags right now in a Tupperware and in like a storage bin where I keep all my ridiculous amount of plastic baits, and it still is reeking through when you crack that storage bin open. It's wild. We'll do an episode on that. I couldn't stomach it when I was sick though. I started gagging as soon as I opened. I was like, nope, 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 nope. Anyhow, this one is a real subtle scent. It's not bad at all. So, this bait is a tube, and it is probably one of the best finesse tubes I've ever used. I would mark it down in my top 3 favorite finesse tubes, and I am a tube junkie. If you don't watch my stuff, pleasure to have you fishing with us, and I hope you consider subscribing because I'm always trying to fish different new baits, introduce you guys, and it's good for me to get out and do some fishing, give me an excuse to switch up constantly my methods and what I'm using. But this is what it looks like. It is a really, really cool little, it's supposed to be a craw. You can see it's got, I don't know how well this detail is going to show up on the camera. It's got little eyes, like a little feeler things, that tube body, it's kind of like ribs, and it comes down to this little flapper, which flaps really well in the water. And the way we were fishing it, we were just kind of swimming it in place, then jerking it forward and swimming it. It was working out. So I tried several different tube heads. I'm a tube connoisseur, so I have a ton of different tube heads. I knew I was gonna need a 1/8 ounce for sure because of how small it is. I thought it was a solid bait at first. I was gonna Ned rig it, but when I saw this, couldn't resist. Eventually, after trying 3 or 4 different tube heads, I found that a simple ball head jig. Now I know I had this in the Eagle Claw box. This is a 1/8 ounce. This is the Cabelas like walleye angler one. I got a bunch of my ball heads mixed up, but I really, really like the hooks on these. That's why I was using them. However, any 1/8 ounce ball head jig is probably gonna work for you. So I tried to rig it like this, like I do tubes. I thought that would work, or excuse me, like I do mini tubes. I thought that would work really well. It didn't. It kept on popping off. So what I did was I actually just simply popped the ball head in the bait. Come on, there we go. It's kind of squishy. Pop that eye right through, like so, and fished it that way, and it worked extremely well. So I really do like this color too. Look at that, how cool is that blue? This color is the Zarimiso. And this is the Cover Doom again, which is like a kind of like a black cherry looking green flake. It's got those green flakes, this red, deep red accent, and that black back. I mean, this thing will get bit for sure. It's got some red in there too, red flake. Really, really pretty. Love both of these colors. I'm gonna have to do a giveaway on the channel sometime. I have so many of these baits accumulating and stuff. Anyhow, guys, it is selected by Takumi, who I'm pretty sure is a guy I haven't looked up yet. It's really hard to tell. It's a super tiny picture, but super cool. I think this is like, you can tell this is a super JDM bait. The English on the back is not all that amazing. I'll read the description real quick. 2.5 inch Padtue paddle and tube hybrid soft bait. True. And these are the bullet points. Tubular body and paddle tail, make up reaction bite. Yes. well combination with jig head and drop shot rig, so it's meant to be fished with. I bet it would do some damage on a drop shot if you could rig it the right way. I'd probably stick like a tiny little hook up in there and fish it that way, but I'm not gonna try that. I like the way we fished it. Soft tubular body makes well hooking, so it makes good. It's good for hooking because of the soft tube body. Yes, very, very true. Original scent and flavor bring out strong bites. Awesome bait, guys. So I absolutely love this bait. Also, it says just fish, catch a lot anyway. Isn't that just something to live by? I love just fishing, just getting out there and time to think, man. It's the best. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. I'll list the rod and reel we were using. I know I bring it up all the time. I'm probably gonna start doing that because I have been fishing, unless I'm throwing a really special gear. I do always list it in the description, but did have the Dobyns Ultra Finesse Series 700 Charlie 7-foot light moderate action extra fast tip with an 8.2/1 gear ratio Curado BFS. I've said that so many times now. I'm crazy about this rod. I fish it all the time. I actually just got a new Finesse setup in the mail that I'm gonna be probably taking out this evening, if not tomorrow morning. And I was running 6-pound fluorocarbon. Anyhow, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Had a great time making it as always. Hope you get some good fish on, if not today, at some point this weekend, whenever you can make a chance to get out there and enjoy yourself on the water. Anyhow, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll catch you all next time.